everybody. And where is my DJ? Where'd she go? There she is. Yeah, let's do it. So you guys can put your plates down real quick for a second. I'm going to change the energy in the room. This really isn't a modeling shoot. Everybody stand up. I'm not a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but a 10-time champion. Wow. So I look this way on purpose, you guys. This is not by mistake as far as my physique. Yes, I get a lot of pictures. I do a lot of modeling and acting and things of that. But the message is I look this way on purpose to get your attention so you listen to what I say, because I teach and help people design their physique from the inside out. Who thinks that would be helpful?
Yes.
Who would like to be a better version of themselves? Yes. You may not want to get 15-inch biceps, but what we do is we help you be fit, fabulous, fast. Are you interested?
Yes.
Show of hands?
Yes.
Who? Huh? Sexy? Is that what he says? I like that. Sexy. If I get my PowerPoint, where's my darling here? If you could get that going for me, I'd appreciate that. I don't really need this, do I? I have my own voice. So my message that we started with, we are the champions. And who here saw Bohemian Rhapsody by a movie? Right? I saw it again on the plane ride over here, like my long journey across the ocean, coming from where?
USA.
Representing Team USA, yes. And what I recognize in that movie is that Freddie Mercury, the star of Queen, he dared to be different. How many people here dare to be different? Fabulous. I think that's why you're here, because you can see, I wake up every morning and feel and think, how can I stand out versus fit in? Do you think I'm doing a good job yet? That is my mission, but but it's not always easy, you guys. Can I share my story a little bit?
Yes.
Well, let's see. Wrong one. Let's go to Dare to be Different. I've been discriminated against. I've been judged. I've been bullied growing up by being different. But you know what? I stayed authentic and true to myself. And it's got me to where I am today. The fire department was a big challenge for me to be a firefighter, a female firefighter. And the boys, they didn't want me. So what happened? And a big lawsuit happened. I had to go through 35 depositions a year and a half later, and my career was gone. My whole heart and passion was to be this firefighter. But in hindsight, they did me a favor, because it launched me, like that door closed, but the world opened up. And it's led me to fitness, obviously, and to become a champion in fitness. So from devastation to triumph. And I think that's all what we like to hear, is that correct?
Yeah.
You know, all the life challenges that we tend to go through, it can either take us down and devastate us and keep us in a depression, or we can look at it, learn from it, figure out what the message is, and make that mess your message and become your story. And I've heard so many ladies here over this conference, and as last year as well, that their most devastating moments now become what we relate to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You guys, do we all have a story inside of us?
Yes.
Yes, but if we look at it and turn it around, and everything I do now in my life, I look at it as a challenge and the message and the learning technique to go forward. So back to being judged. I'm still judged all the time. And it's either I can look at it and let it hurt me, or embrace it, and have it propel me. So I'm lucky enough to have an opportunity to work with Lady Gaga. Who knows Lady Gaga?
Yes.
Do we love her or what?
Love it.
So I was in her music video. It's in here somewhere. Let's see. All these. You know who Lady Gaga is?
No.
Can we make it bigger? We recognize Dare to Be Different. Again, has brought me to be an international award-winning speaker. Right? For the first time, I came here last year. Never been on a stage before. And now you can see I'm featured in so many things, Lady Gaga being one of them. But she had the opportunity and told me to embrace the naysayers, embrace the haters, and don't let them hurt you and bring you down. And here's a woman that, she was wearing the meat suits. Remember how much the public gave her such a hard time? But look at her today. She is the most pop singer icon on the planet and doing amazing things, right? So I tend to listen to her. And when she told me that, I had like one of those aha moments. You know what I'm talking about? Aha was like, okay, if I embrace the negative and the naysayers and the people that judge and use it to be more successful, well up. So here I am working with Lady Gaga because I didn't let the people tear me down. I let it fuel me. And now you see I do many interviews on many TV shows all over the world. And I say in every interview, bring it on. I encourage the naysayers and the haters and the judgers. Like yeah, come on, give it to me. But since that happens, it's all that negative chitter chatter, the harsh judgments. Oh, look at her, who she thinks she is, and like all this crazy stuff. It's dissipated. It's like those just melted away. Because now those people that try to bring me down, they can't hurt me. Because instead, it's the opposite. I'm like, look at me now. Right? Yeah. It's like, so when you bring it on, so in your lives, you guys can do this as well. When something hurts you, turn it around and see how you can make that into a positive thing. And then it doesn't hurt anymore. It's pretty amazing. And I'm not saying that it's easy. These things are not easy. Looking this way and being different isn't easy. But I'll tell you what, by being authentic and being true to yourself, it can do milestones. For example, I do magazines. I'm an author of Benson of empowerment from last year's experience being here at the WEF conference. It empowered me so much that I ended up posting my own women's empowerment just a few months ago, launched my first book about women's empowerment and my story, and I'm excited to share with you, not bragging.
That's all right. Sometimes we need to brag as well.
But there you go. But yeah, this just went bestseller in not only one category, but 98 categories. Yes, thank you. In 11 countries. So you see, if I would have let the naysayers bring me down and try to make me fit in versus letting me stand out, this would have never happened.
I want to stand out.
Excuse me?
I want to stand out.
You want to stand out?
I want this.
You want this?
Yeah.
How bad?
How bad?
Come on down, you just won the Beat the Muscle.
Yeah,
In fact, on that note, all you guys are winning a copy from me. It's a free gift. Thank you. If you just go to beneaththemuscle.com and download that, you will get your free copy from me. If you're here and you want to get a hard copy, I'm going to be signing books and taking pictures and doing all that personal stuff. And what else? There's me and our friend, Dr. Arbeen. So champion, we're all champions, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
We really are. But I want you to really just take this and embrace your inner champion and just really dive down and figure out who you are, what's your purpose, what's your passion. We all talk about that, you hear these words, but I mean really feel it, and it really makes a difference. So you can be a champion. You don't need trophies to prove it. I just happen to get a lot. But I get the opportunity by being different. I get to work with people like this: Arnold Schwarzenegger, Billy Blanks, the Housewives, the #1 MMA fighter in the world for females, Chris Cyborg, Jay Cutler, 10-time Mr. Olympia. Things like this. I've had so many amazing opportunities because I do the work, I jump out, put things in motion, take what I've learned, manifest what I want, put it in motion, make the magic happen, and live my life the way I'm supposed to. So you see, yeah, there's our Lady Gaga, Seth Rogen, Bryan Cranston, all these exciting things. It's really exciting, but it just didn't happen on accident. Everything is on purpose because I allowed it and I wanted it and I manifested it. A quick little story, just a couple weeks ago, I said, you know what, I got to work with Katy Perry, Nick Jonas, Jamie Foxx, Lady Gaga, all these people, but I've never got to work with Jennifer Lopez. Who likes Jennifer Lopez? Oh. Well, you might want to check out the brand new music video that she just released 2 nights ago while we've been here in India, and you might see someone you know. Oh, wow. Right there, baby! Yes! So there's...
That's amazing.
Thank you. But you know what, and again, and talk about setting intention, is I was not going to leave that set without getting a picture with her. And honestly, like working with talent like that, she's such a big star that you're not even supposed to look at her. But clearly I didn't follow the rules. Because I was there to get a picture and meet her. Because I think she's awesome. So every time we were dancing around this carousel, when you see the videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. I connected with her eyes. And we just had this major connection. And it worked because it was time to leave. Everybody left. And I'm like, I need a picture, I need my picture. And like, I'm the only one on the entire set of like 200-something people that got a photo.
Wow.
Yes. Again, set the intention, follow through, and just make it happen. And you can do it. We all can do it. But the physical fitness, and the topic is about mental fitness and physical fitness. Clearly, I've mastered the physical fitness part. But you know what? I really work on the mindset. And I teach that. And I have a program. Actually, I have it. Did you have the papers?
You have it there, right?
It's called, can you put it on the other
Sweetie, you
program?
have it there.
Oh yeah, here we go. And I talk about the mindset, where do we go? The top secret.
What about the heart center also?
Because not only is it important to have, there's the book, Dare to Be Different, #1 bestseller. Very proud of that.
Congrats for that.
You like that?
Yeah.
You just have here, I gave you a book. There we are. Okay, wait. No, this is the wrong one. I'm sorry, honey. Clearly we didn't rehearse this. But the combination of the mental fitness, in my opinion, is actually more important than the physical part of it. We can all go to the gym and lift a few weights. Not that that's easy either. But it's about feeling more confident. Who here would like to feel more confident? 1, 2, 3, just about anybody? Well, you're confident enough. So this is my program. It's called Fit, Fab, Fast. And I am clearly the fitness queen. But I realize a lot of ladies that are entrepreneurs, one, they don't want to look like me. They're like, oh wow, I can never achieve that. Yeah. Wait, it's probably not going to happen, and that's fine. But what is going to happen is I have this program for 90 days that can make you a better version of yourself. Mm-hmm. Again, who wants to be a better version of themselves? That's right. So here we go. What I found, and just speaking in my travels and going to all these conferences and summits, is that a lot of women, we tend to put so much emphasis on our business, especially as entrepreneurs. We have to create, content, volume, and all these things that happen, that we forget about one thing. And what is that?
Ourselves.
Ourselves, correct. So it's that self-care, and I'm really big on that. Some people look at me and they're like, oh wow, Lauren, you're always like, you're getting massage and chiropractor and cupping and acupuncture and facials and all these things. I'm constantly IVs for my supplements, like crazy stuff all the time. Yeah. They're like, wow, you're so like selfish, because I'm always working on myself. And I'm like, no, it's not selfish, it's being smart. In fact, Sue, one of our girls, did yesterday, and I really like that. She talks the same thing, the same story I do. It's not being selfish, it's having sanity, not vanity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because what happens if we go down? What happens if we are not having our health? Mm-hmm. So I'd like to ask you right now, what is your health worth? Mm-hmm. Think about that for a moment. If something happens to us, usually the women are the rock of the families. They take care of the kids, they take care of the husband, who's the bigger kid, right? But they put everybody, I hear this, especially being in fitness, I hear that The women's like, oh, I never have time for myself. I never can get to the gym. I have to eat fast foods because I'm always in a hurry because they have so much on their plate. And that's when we were capable of multitasking. So they put themselves last. And so I really coach on this issue that no, you need to put yourself first. Because if you look at the mindset and turn it the other way around, if anything happens to you, everyone that you love suffers. Am I right? All right. But as nurturers that we tend to be, inherently, is that we want to take care of everybody else. So again, my message is to put yourself first. It is not being selfish. It's being sane, not vain. And it works, trust me. So, put that here. My 5-step strategy, it starts with the mindset. Again, that mental fitness. Very important. You have to want to be healthy. You want to put yourself first. It's not easy. These things I'm saying, I try to make it sound easy, but it's not. It takes a lot of work. You have to put the energy and time. Make some time for yourself to put the right nutrients in your body. Get yourself some physical exercise. I'm doing some free sessions while I'm here, just so you know. Monique joined me this morning. Was that fabulous or what?
It was more than that.
More than that. More than fabulous. What's better than more than fabulous? But so to teach proper form and technique, because you can spend all day in the gym and not getting any results if you don't know what you're doing. And we don't know what we don't know. So like I taught her all the different machines, the different body parts, what it works, how to breathe, and all these basic things so you can get results. That's why in my program I get results. So mindset, manifest, we talked about that earlier. Make this happen. See yourself, look in the mirror, create the body that you want to look at, and make it happen. And you can do that. There are steps and there's ways, but you have to set the mindset, you have to create it, want it, but then you have to put it in motion, right? We can't just sit on the couch and look at the videos and not do that, right? Those videos sell a lot to a lot of people, but if you don't do the implementation and put it into motion, you're not going to get the results. So again, the third M, and then that's when the magic happens. What I mean by that is there's no magic pill, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, they look at me. Oh, how can I look like that? What I want to. I've got to do a wedding. I have to look great. I'm like, sweetheart, it's going to take more than a week. There's no magic, but the magic is when you start getting results and you look in the mirror and you start fitting into your clothes better and you get excited. And then as an entrepreneur, maybe you lost that 10 pounds you wanted to that was holding you back from doing those Facebook Lives, from taking those headshots, from booking more stages. These are things that by doing something like this, you're going to gain more confidence. Who wants more confidence?
Always.
Right? And as women, we can always use that. So when we look good, what happens?
You feel good.
We feel good. I think you want a book right there. And then the last step of the strategy is the maintenance. You know, how many people have been on those yo-yo diets? You lose weight, and then what happens? And then some more, usually, right? That's right. So it's a lifestyle. So these are things that I train. I'm 57, you guys. What? Yes. And doing J-Lo music videos in a string bikini, okay? Because, and the only reason I share this again is not to don't tax me on the bragging, is because to show you that it is possible and it can happen through lifestyle changes. This is not these crazy fad diets that all the stars are doing in Hollywood or what have you. They don't work. We all know they don't work. What does work is this, setting up a strategy with structure, with a coach or a mentor that you trust. If you go to your local gym, relate to a trainer that's there, that you want to go there and do the work. Maybe be someone that's doing it with you, have an accountability partner. And in my coaching, I am the partner, and I ride your ass to do the work. But even myself, it's like when I'm training for competitions, I have a coach and I have a professional that works with me and teaches me, because I'm always looking to better myself. So I encourage everyone to get a coach, get a mentor. She's mentoring me on different areas too, you know what I mean? We met, we connected. Connect with people, make those connections, learn how they can help each other. This was going to help me with my voice. I'm a nodule in my throat. This is a little deep. So by the end of this week, it's going to be long. Because I want that
Take a
to...
little bit of time.
Yes, see, okay, well, give it back to me. I wanted it to be by 6 o'clock today. I met her last night. The problem is, But this is what, I mean, this is what's possible. So mindset, manifest, motion, magic, maintenance. You have the paper in front of you. That is a Fit Fest program. I have an offer there. This is what I do back home. If you guys are interested, just see me. I tend to give $1,000 off for people that want to take action now, that really want to become a better version of themselves now, don't wait. I encourage you not to wait, whether you work with me or anyone. Work on yourself. Because it's really important, because without our help, I've trained many wealthy people that have all the toys in the world. But this one guy, he was a young man, he was so stressed out, he couldn't even get out of bed. He had a beautiful home, $28 million home, 2-bedroom only, in Laguna Beach, California, where I live. The gym bigger than this room, and his house. But he couldn't enjoy his life. He couldn't get in his Ferrari and go to the beach house, couldn't get in his private plane, because he was sick. This is not worth it. This is what made me realize that your health is so important. It's more important than the wealth. Can we say that together? Health is more important than wealth. And I'm not saying money's not good. But with your health, you can make wealth and you can have wealth. But a lot of business women have the wealth, but I see their health not so good. So this is my passion. Clearly, this is what I'm designed to do. I am a physique designer. I'll say that again. I'm not a personal trainer in a gym. I'm a personal physique designer. And I train and help people from the inside out. And there you go. There's your event special. If you want to be a champion, work with a champion, live like a champion, become a champion. Right? Yeah. Give yourselves another hand for being here. Before I bring out my next guest, is there any personal questions for me that you guys want to know? Like anything that's in fitness, mindset, physical fitness. I'm going to be training tomorrow, actually every day this week in the gym that's right here in the hotel at 10 a.m. Okay. So I'll be giving out personal tips, and if you want to see to get structure and form, all that, I'd be more than happy to work with everyone here. And what else? I'm here, I'm taking pictures, I'm signing autographs, I'm doing that. Kind of popular here and there. But humble too, you know.
I want really you to shortlist 3 things in health set, what we should do in a routine.
Well, first, again, you want to create it, and you want to have to do this. So look in the mirror where you are now and set some goals for yourself. Like I mentioned, get with a trainer or someone that you can look up to and that can mentor you. Don't try to do it alone. Like we all try to tend, as businesswomen, we try to do a lot of things on our own. But isn't it much easier if you have help from someone that knows more? I mean, I'm constantly looking for people that can help me as well. Although I do things on my own, but I learned the hard way. But don't make my mistake. Get with somebody that knows what they're doing, someone that you connect with. That's very important, because when the muscles hurt and all that, you don't want to do it, right? Who wants to do that? Go get beat up, you know? It's like, I don't want to sign up for that. But when you start getting into the magic of it, where you start feeling better, and like I said, get that confidence in yourself, when you can go out and you feel good, even if it's you lost 1 pound, you're just like, yeah. You know? And it changes everything. It changes the energy. So the 3 things you want to have to do it, I call it the 3 Ds. You have to have the desire, the determination, and then the other word is the diet. Diet, again, I hate to tell you guys, it is 90% of this. Your nutrition is so important, especially in today's world with the food and all the processed foods, and the sugars are the #1 killer. And the desserts are great here. I'm indulging myself. However, don't deny yourself anything, too. That's been one of my tricks. And I'd like, I told you my age and about the maintenance program. I tell you that for a reason. It's because it's very important, because it's a lifestyle. And I don't deny myself anything. You see me eating ice cream, every day. But not a whole lot. I don't eat the gallon, I just have some.
Portion control.
Correct. And these things are very important, but know what you're eating. With my program, I do a genetic testing. It's one of the bonuses if you work with me, is I see everything that you're putting into your body, what your hormone levels are, what your macronutrients, in other words, your carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, what combinations you may be lacking or abundant in, either way. And the hormones are very important, so I encourage you to get blood work done. Have your doctors or nutritionists, even better, homeopathic is a better way to go. Personally, the doctors aren't trained in nutrition. Yes?
How often do you work out a day?
Good question. To be honest with you, I hadn't worked out for 3 months because I was so busy launching the book and promoting my own event and getting speakers and going to events. I was in conferences all these summits, the city gala. I got to meet Les Brown for the first time. I mean, yeah, and he's going to endorse my book. He's a lovely
So
man.
how do your muscles not break down? Don't they break down after a specific amount of time not working out?
Well, I worked out the last 2 days and it really helped. And muscle has memory, thank goodness, because I count on it. But again, it's a lifestyle. I've looked this way for years. So again, winning 10 championships. I didn't start my bodybuilding career, let me just back up, until the age of 40 is when I started. And I've won 10 titles since then. So it can be done. I just set in my mind, if I'm going to enter something, I'm going to be the best. As you recognized from meeting me for 10 minutes yesterday, you're like, you have to be the best at everything you do. And I'm like, how can you tell? It's all in the book. But I've had, I've had a lot of rough roads. I talked about it, this discrimination and all these things. But again, now in hindsight, now that I know, just to look back and learn from that and change it and just change the mindset, it's so powerful. And we can really create anything we want with the power of the mind. And I think we all understand that here. We wouldn't be here, honestly. Question? Yeah.
So, workouts every day here, 10 a.m., whoever wants to join.
Whoever wants to join, the more the better.
So we're all coming tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. I will be there. She'll be there. We're committed. And that's another thing, just commit to yourself. Commit to yourself, you guys, not to anybody else. You have to do it and want it for yourself. You cannot do it for your husband or your brother or your children or any of that. Create your own health, your own wellness. It's super important. Self-care should be number one on your list. Everything else, when you have your health, you can gain your wealth. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Lauren Powers. I'm here all day. Anybody that wants the Fit Out program, just see me afterwards, because my friend here is going to speak, and that's available. We can work something out. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
You have to put the video in the group.
What's that?
That's hard. 29 hour with this video.
Thank you. You have a training. Well, I'm glad I got to go first so you can be here. Bye. Take care. Namaste.
She's spoken now, right?
I hand a crown to my friend there. Thank you. All right.
For a round of applause as well.
Brandy's in the house.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Yay. My name is Brandy Benson. I am from the United States. I live in Savannah, Georgia, and those of you know that's the South in the United States. It's pretty warm there, but definitely not as warm as here. I am the founder and the CEO of Resume Advantage, and Resume Advantage, we specialize in employment services. So we do resumes, we do CVs, we do professional bios, LinkedIn profiles, all types of social media for it to link back to your employment status. We also do website design, website content and development, copy editing, and professional bios. So a lot of employment services. So if you need a job, we basically help you get the job or prepare to put the interview in, or put the resume in for the interview. Hopefully you get the interview. I'm also retired from the Army. I was only in for a very, very short amount of time, which was 5 years, and I had an untimely event that happened, which left me with a very disfigured left leg and a 27-inch scar. In 2009, I was diagnosed with a very rare and aggressive cancer, which is called Ewing sarcoma cancer. It's extremely rare, but some people do know about it. If it's not caught in the early stages, which mine was obviously because I'm still here, it spreads to the lungs, it spreads to the spinal cord and your brainstem. I caught mine in stage of 1B, so I was very lucky to discover it. And it's in the long bone, so it's either in your arm or it's in your leg or in the hip area, and it starts in the bone, but it didn't present in the bone at the time because I caught it in a very early stage. Has anybody here heard of Ewing sarcoma cancer? No. You guys know any other types of cancers?
Yes.
Yes. Like family members probably maybe had it, friends, or somebody is pretty popular these days. Not popular, but pretty. Seems like everybody has it somehow, some way.
I've heard about dermatofibrosarcoma.
Huh?
Dermatofibrosarcoma.
You?
I've heard about it, my husband.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it's a soft tissue cancer. It's very aggressive.
Rare one.
Uh-huh.
My mom is a survivor, cancer survivor.
Mm-hmm.
Third stage, she had metastasis, but breast cancer.
Okay. Well, hopefully they're all still alive.
Yes.
Okay, good. I like to hear those happy stories. It makes me feel better. So Ewing sarcoma is a childhood and adolescent cancer, and it's usually in young little boys, Caucasian boys, adolescents, so teenage years, all the way from 1 year old to 14 years old. 14, 15, 16, 17 years of age. And I'm not a boy, and I'm not Caucasian, so I'm not even sure how I got this, but I had it. So about 200 people are diagnosed with this every year, and if it's diagnosed in the later stages, you have about a 5-year, so if you have it and it's been caught at a later stage, you have about 5 years to live with this. And mine, of course, was caught in 1B, so it was pretty quick that I was able to recover from it. After this traumatic event in my life, I decided to take this story and make it a triumph. And instead of, keeping all my sorrows and my vulnerability to myself, I decided to put it in a book and hopefully be able to share my message and my story and help other cancer patients or anybody else that's facing some sort of adversity or traumatic event in their life. They could pick up my book and feel some sort of hope or aspiration about it. So my book is called The Enemy Inside Me. It's about being deployed in Iraq and putting down my M16 and picking up the harsh treatments of chemotherapy. I am very lucky to be alive. So it's about personal perseverance, not giving up on yourself, and pushing past any limits that you see or what people might be saying that you can or cannot do. So believing in yourself and just knowing that you are your own master of your life and you're going to stop whenever you want to stop. So that's what my book is about. I chose this topic because I wanted to explain the importance of physical and mental fitness as it pertains to myself as a Ewing sarcoma cancer survivor. While I was treated, I endured over 100 rounds of chemotherapy in 10 months. I did 4 surgeries on my left leg in 1 year. I had to learn how to walk again. I had to remove my entire adductor muscle, so I'm sure you know what that is. Yes. The entire thing is removed, so it also left me with a 27-inch scar on my leg. Because the muscle is gone, the muscle does not grow back. It's not like a scab, it's not like skin or anything. If a muscle is removed, it's taken out, it's just a large deficit that's there. So my quad and my hamstring have to work together to compensate for this large portion of my leg that's missing. That's what it's supposed to do, but it's not. I might have to hire you.
I will help you.
Thank you very much. And besides all the physical obstacles that I had to retrain and fix in my life, I also had to mentally prepare myself for this event that was happening. It's very different to know that you're going to be having cancer or that you have cancer and you know other people have passed away and that this might be your future, you're not quite sure what's going to happen. It's very hard to grasp the concept of death, and you're young. I was only 24. I wasn't ready to die yet. I was extremely healthy. And it just came out of nowhere, so I was not ready for it. And I was deployed in Iraq when I got the diagnosis. And it all happened in about a month. So 1 month I was healthy, and the next month I had cancer. And I was like, what and how did this happen? I just wasn't ready at all for it. So I had to really mentally prepare myself for it. I had to not only physically, get yourself ready for this poison that you're going to be enduring in your body for however long the treatment is, but you have to grasp the concept of trying to beat what the doctors are saying that that you might be dying, that everybody around you is passing away. Everybody down the hall is getting the blue call because they're not breathing or something's happening to them. So you got to prepare yourself mentally, and that's what I had to do. I had to also say goodbye to the old me. So 1 minute you're healthy, and the next minute, of course, my story, you're a totally different person. So growing up, I was extremely active. I played all types of sports. I played CYO, I played AAU, I was played soccer in college, and they told me that I would never run again, that I would never be able to have any type of agility or anything that's, quick moving or anything. I was devastated. I was so sad. But then they also told me that at least you'll have your leg, because they were threatening with amputating my leg at the hip. And I was like, okay, let me just keep my leg then. If you want to take the muscle, then that's fine. So again, I had to prepare myself for this new life that I was going to be embarking on, because, I'm sorry. This new life that I was embarking on, because things were going to be different. It was not going to be the same anymore. I was not going to be the same person, and life was just going to be a lot harder than what I initially planned it out to be, I guess you can say. So as we all know, the importance of physical and mental fitness. We know physical fitness decreases the risk of chronic disease, mental illnesses, and issues, and premature death. We know it lowers the risk of blood clots and regulates blood pressure. We know it decreases chronic inflammation. We're aware that physical activities stimulate the production of neurons. Exercise increases the circulation of the brain and stimulates the region of the brain responsible for the mood, motivation, and memory formations. And we also know that mental fitness, exercise also know to improve your self-esteem, as she was saying, your cognitive function while eliminating anxiety, depression, and your negative moods. So we already know about all this. We know about the activities and how being physically active helps you also mentally. For me, how it helped me, after the harsh treatments are done, I was like, now what? Now what do I do? I've endured all this chemotherapy. I'm extremely weak. I don't weigh much anymore. I'm just, I'm frail and I'm broken and I'm tired, and I've been through hell this entire year. What do I do now? And I was trying to grasp the bigger picture of having this, and was this my karma? Did I do something bad? Like, why did this have to happen to me? So I was wondering what the physical limits were going to be now. Before I could sprint, I was extremely fast. I could play any kind of sport what I desired, anything I wanted to do. I didn't know what the mental limits were going to be, because after the chemotherapy, I had a really bad stutter. I had a really bad limp. I had a really bad memory. I couldn't remember anything. It's called a chemo brain, and because I had so much treatment, I couldn't remember the easiest and the simplest things. So I wasn't sure what I was going to be facing with and where my future really led, or what was going to happen in the near future. And it is very important to be honest with yourself and to explore the new you and appreciate what's happening, that you do have a life, you are in charge of it, and that this is just a chapter, not your entire book. So some people get so depressed and so down and just think that, what happened yesterday is you have to continue and bring it into the next day. You have a choice. You definitely don't have to do that. I see you're saying 5 minutes. Got it. So I'm a 10-year cancer survivor. I'm going to speed through. I'm a 10-year cancer survivor. All right. 10-year cancer survivor. I can honestly say that I attribute this to my new lifestyle that I have adopted. So basically, I cut out all the meats. I know some people say not to do that. I know that, but I had to. So I stopped eating a lot of meat. I stopped eating dairy. I reduced the sugar intake that I was taking, the refined sugar. Things that aren't natural. So I opt for like fruits and honeys and things that are more natural and not, made by man. And I also learned while doing my research to change this lifestyle that cancer is attracted to sugar, which definitely made me trying to get rid of it. So I don't consume too much of that sometimes. Sometimes I cheat. Yep. I had to change my outlook on life as well. So I could have been like somebody who was extremely pessimistic, saying cancer's going to come back, it's going to come back, it's going to happen again. So I changed my outlook on life. Everything is more optimistic and more positive about things. I changed the people I started hanging out with. I stopped listening to degrading music with women, and I started listening to more positive things, the things that are built around your goals and what you're motivated towards, and being around those types of people and in that environment to help cultivate whatever it is that I was trying to produce in my future. So of course I work out, not as much as you, but I do work out a little bit. The importance of being physically and mentally fit is very important after surviving cancer and receiving treatment of any kind. These treatments are harsh on the body, leaving lasting emotional and physical effects that need to be taken out of the body so you can rebalance your body and bring it back to a neutral state. By working out, eating well, and being mentally tough is the way I did this. I chose to be my own advocate and understand the overcoming the enemy inside me required mental and physical fitness. And there's a very powerful quote that I love dearly, that I always say, and it's by Corey Hicks, and he says, "You can't be both pitiful and powerful in the same body. You must choose one." That's right. And I chose to be powerful.
Yes.
And we all have that choice. Thank you.
Give it up for Brandy, our survivor today.
Thank you.
I have some more gifts. You guys want some more free gifts?
Yes.
You guys all have your phones with you?
Yes.
Please go type in integratedhealthandwealth.com. We'll say it once again. Integrated Health and Wealth, spell out A-N-D, Health and Wealth, what I've been talking about forever, .com. You will find up to $2,000 worth of free gifts from my good friend Laura Langmeyer. Who's heard of Laura Langmeyer? Yes? She is the finance queen. I am the fitness queen. So together we're going to collaborate and conquer the world together. So she's got a lot of really nice gifts for you there to all help with your wealth, and the tips I gave you earlier is for your health.
Thank you.
So there you go. More gifts. We're givers here today. See, just for coming. And it looks like Brandy has some books there as well.
Yes.
Hey, wow, would you sign it for us?
Yes, I didn't know how many people were going to show up. Sure. But,
Are we recruiting? Yes. Yeah, hold on. Is anybody interested in the Fit Fab program? The sheep one here.
Hi everyone.
What's your number? We should go outside. Yeah, you're the next speaker.
Yeah, please attend.
Yeah, I'll take it outside.
Okay.
Oh.
Hi everyone. I invite you to please join Leaning Launch. Calling all goddesses, empowered women to join us.
Yeah, take some pictures and stuff outside. Get some photos out of the book.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So I start. It's only 1, 2.
They will come back in a minute. We will come back.
Okay. So I'm happy to announce that we are official partner of Facebook CEO Sheryl Sandberg, and we have launched Lean In Circle, which is called Lean In Goddesses. And this circle is for women who are unapologetically ambitious. We a more balanced world would be a better place, Lean Circles can help you get there. Okay, so I'm quickly gonna skip to an activity. Are you sure people are going to come? Are you sure people will come? Okay. Okay.
Maybe just introduce yourself.
Yes.
Do it twice if you need to. Yeah, just keep going and then do it twice if you need to.
Okay. Okay, the video is not playing. Alright, I'll open in PDF. One second. Yeah, it's not work. Okay, so the circles are a safe place where women can be unapologetically ambitious, and we meet once a month either online or in person to support each other and learn new skills. So there are 42,000 circles in 172 countries at some of the largest organizations worldwide, and they can meet over coffee, in home or lunch or online. And 86% members say that circles has made positive impact on their lives. And as you know that for International Women's Day this year for 2019, the theme is balance for better. But how will we balance this world for better? Together we can create a more balanced world. I would like to play an invite video from the CEO herself.
You have to play the presentation.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, I'll play it afterwards.